Range fans, yes, yes, yes. This one's exciting because we're at the 100-yard line with 22 rimfire. Now, if you read the article over at Dayattherange.com, you've seen this thing before. This is the MOA receiver. They've been out of business for quite some time. I think in the first video I said for decades, but they actually started decades ago in 1982. I think the business turned over about 2 or 3 times. And about 2014, around about, so they seem to have gone underground and we've heard no more from them. But anyways, if you read that article, you know this is a stainless steel receiver that's threaded. Not only is it threaded, to take threaded barrels like what's on here, which is a 20-inch benchmark barrel, 22 long rifle bent chamber, all done by good old Don over at Advanced Weapons Technology. I've changed out the scope. It's not the glass that I wanted to leave on here, but I've changed out the scope and put an 18 power at least. I took this scope off of another rifle, put an 18 power on here. It's a Bushnell Engage. It's good enough to get me to 100 yards because you know what we're doing. At the 50-yard line, when we compare this beast to the Custom Clark, two of the best 10-22 shooters I have seen, they were about even. This one came in a little bit under. And that makes the world of difference to me because when you got friends like I do, Cyclops Joe, Josh over at Pursuit of Accuracy, Don over at Rimfire SS, man, you turn in poor scores at any of those dayattherange.com challenges. You turn in those flyers, and the next thing you know, the texts start ringing up. Oh, yeah, they're texting, oh, man, the Marine can't shoot, all kinds of things, especially from Josh, being an old Army dog. But anyways, I got to keep them tight. But there was really not much of a difference. So that's what we are going to do today. We're going to shoot this thing at 100 yards with SK rifle match. The 50-yard was shot with Cinerex. At 100 yards, the Cinerex fell apart. It even fell apart with the Lapua long range. I'm actually running out of daylight. I've been out here trying to sight this thing in, both the rifles in at 100 yards, and Lapua super long range. The groups were crap. So I broke out some SK rifle match, and then both rifles did wonderfully at 100 yards. So we're going to put that on film for you. We're going to see if there truly is a difference between the threaded MOA receiver and benchmark barrel threaded into this thing compared to the old Clark sitting over there. That's right, Clark Custom. That thing hammers. Let's see what both of them do at 100 yards. All right, all right, all right. Range fan, devil dogs out there. Yes. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the 100-yard test a little bit different. I got to make it worth my while for walking down there, hanging that camera and coming back. We got 10 rounds of SK rifle match loaded up in 2 magazines. So what we're going to do is shoot 10 rounds on each target. Those targets down there are 2-inch targets in the center, the shooting C's down there. Put some shooting C's in the center of that target so I can see where I'm hitting. Whew, here we go. Advanced weapon technology. Little low. Same point of aim. I think that's 10 rounds. Oh, man, I think I got 2 or 3 that dropped out of the group. Hey, I'm pretty happy with that. 10 rounds. Oh, I got 3 that's stringing down below. I got to hold them together. Come on, big fella. Whew. Last thing you need is to hear from old Don over at Rimfire SS. Come on now. I'm going to change my aim a little bit here on that second target. I'm going to go 1 more hash mark down. The drop is about 9.5 inches at 100 yards when you zero at 50 with this ammo. Let's see where this lands. Come on, big fella. Wow, what happened with that one? I truly believe that one was ammo related. Man, I got one huge flyer way up top, but the rest of them are right in that 2-inch circle. I was hoping for a little bit tighter, but I have done no lot testing at all. I want everybody to keep that in mind, right? The best thing to do is to find a lot of ammunition that you can get your hands on and test different lots, see which one shoots the best, try to stick with that lot. Listen, I came out here with some random old ammunition. That ain't too bad. SK rifle match, considering the price, that's not too bad. But did the MOA threaded receiver do good enough to get the King of the Hill trophy at 100 yards? I don't know. We're going to see, because Custom Clark, custom install from Clark Customs, coming up next. Ho, range fans, we're back at it. I can hear it already. You got that big Arken scope, SH4, Gen 2, 6-24. On top of that Clark Custom, I can hear it. I can see it in the comments already. And you only had an 18 power on the other. Here's what we're going to do. To try to equal it as best we can, I'm turning it down to 18 power. Set right at 18 power, just like the other Bushnell Engage on the MOA threaded receiver from Advanced Technologies. Well, here we go. SK rifle match, 20 rounds loaded up, 2 magazines. Whew! We're going to see if we can not hit the camera down range and keep 20 shots in that 2-inch shoot and see downrange. You've seen this one. You've heard about it. 21.7-inch barrel, custom from Clark Custom. Go on over to dayattherange.com. By the way, as we have these challenges, we might up the ante a little bit. But as we have these challenges, you can come over and email me at mrrevolverguy@dayattherange.com and get on the mailing list. When you get on that mailing list, what that does, it gets you a view of the target generally a week or 2 ahead to be practicing with. Up to you if you practice now before you go and make your video or shoot for score. There you have it. Let's do this. Did I load it? Nope. There we go. Clark. I love that boat. Got their name on it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is the bubble level? All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Ooh, off to the right. Oh, Clark, I don't know. Not so good with that ammo at 100 yards. I think the threaded receiver might be showing up here at 100 yards. I expected this thing to do a little bit better, but we're going to go ahead and load it up. And I'm going to go ahead and make a scope adjustment. Two clicks, one click back. All right, here we go. Come on now. You can do better than that. Last 10 shots, Clark. That's 10. I think we know the winner of this contest, and that is the advanced weapon technology threaded receiver with the 20-inch benchmark barrel. Oh, man. I really expected more out of this. But again, keep in mind, folks, I have not lot tested any of this ammo with either of these rifles. Today, it is after a rainstorm. The winds are about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Not making any excuses, just telling you the facts of what the conditions are like here at 100 yards. So the wind's not all that high. I did expect better. I'm going to take some time before the next video with these two and do some serious lot testing. See what lots I can get a hold of, do some lot testing, see which one shoots the best with what ammo it prefers, and then run this all over again. But you know what? You know I cannot close this thing out without challenging my family. I got that threaded receiver over there because I had to have the best, I hope. I got that threaded receiver over there because now everyone in the family has a 10-22 they can shoot. Me, the missus, the son, the two daughters, everybody. Everybody's got a 10-22 that's highly capable. I think the next family challenge is going to be who can hold the most shots on a 2-inch target downrange at 100 yards, including them old sorry son-in-laws of mine that like to sit on the couch. One's a LEO too. He's sitting on the couch, going out in the daytime, chasing folks, then coming home, I'm tired. Oh, my feet hurt. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm so tired of the excuse. Big John, no, he wants to sit around and drink a little bourbon, dark colored bourbon, that old thick, nasty colored, dark colored beer. You two boys Better get out here and join the family because we are going to put it on. Here we go. Mr. Revolver Guy, Dayattherange.com. It's coming.